Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you all for being here today. Excuse me. So this hearing is supposed to be about fraud. We can't do anything unless we get away from policy and talk about politics, because we always got to play this game about who struck John. In the meantime, hardworking American taxpayers are the ones that put all this money into this system that was stolen from them. Can any one of you, Mr. Dodaro from Menneson, Pennsylvania, the home of the Greyhounds, can any of you tell me what the amount of the fraud is?
We have estimated in the unemployment insurance area at the low end of the bond, $60 billion. We're working on a higher degree estimate. We're also trying to, and this has never been done before, do an estimate as to the total amount of fraud across the entire federal government. And we're working on that. Maybe later this year we'll have an estimate if we can have comfort in it.
So just a ballpark, you're saying 60?
It's 60 billion at a minimum just in the unemployment insurance area.
So it's a billion here, a billion there. Pretty soon it gets really heavy. Mr. Turner, just give me an idea what the amount of fraud is.
We've estimated it to be about 76 billion, and that's based on the latest data that we received from the department.
Okay.
The department had a 8.5 as the fraud rate that they just released, based on $888 billion for the program. So we believe at the low end it's 76 billion.
76 billion.
Yes.
That's with a B. Okay. Mr. Holmes.
Congressman, what I've said before is with all of the investigations we have ongoing, as well as the overseas work we still have to do, it's way too early for us to give an estimate. What I've said is it's in the tens of billions of dollars. You've heard these numbers.
Yeah.
It won't surprise me if it exceeds $100 billion. And as we go along over the next several years, we'll get a better sense of exactly the scope of the fraud.
Okay. Well, the real intention, I think, of the meeting today, which our chairman pointed out, is we wait too long to look into what's happening with hard-working American taxpayers' money. All this fraud lands on the same shoulders that it always lands on, and that's our taxpayers. And I get so fed up to come into meetings where all we do is point fingers about who struck John and never come up with the answer to what the hell are we doing to fix this. Nobody in the private sector would run a business this way. And I am constantly baffled by the people who own this, why they are not outraged. I'm not blaming any of you for what you're doing. I think you get in here every day, Mr. Dodaro. I still wonder, why are you spending so much of your life doing all this? You're dedicated to it, and I know, I get that. But when we have these hearings, the hell, we're talking about, we're up to our neck in alligators and we're trying to find out who was supposed to drain the swamp. In the meantime, this is being funded by people who get up every day, some working 2 jobs, and their wife helping out working another job to put food on the table and a roof over their head. We have so many huge problems with this business model, and we know that nobody in the private sector could possibly run a business like this because they can't borrow endlessly or they can't print it if they need it. This is an irresponsible model that continues to burn through hardworking taxpayers' pockets, and we're sitting about, is it a Democrat problem or is it a Republican problem? Damn it, it's an American problem. Mr. Dodaro, you wanted to...
Yes, I continue to pursue my public service to be the taxpayer's friend.
God love you.
At GAO, we return $145 to every dollar spent on us over the last 5 years on average. This is a problem regardless of the administration. In a few months, I'll be at work at GAO for 50 years. I've seen this problem over a period of time. Thank you. I hope to make it.
Yeah, you're going to make it. You're from around the Pittsburgh area. We're tough. We're
steel. But I have, and in my statement today, 10 legislative suggestions for Congress. First of all, in any new program or increase in spending over $100 million, it ought to be immediately susceptible to improper payments, given the problem we have. Right now, programs can be in operation 2 or 3 years and never estimate the amount of improper payments. doesn't make sense. And some of these programs will fully expire before you even know it early on. And I've got other legislative solutions. So there are things Congress can do to make this better.
You know what? First of all, I've run out of time. Thank you for what you've done with your life. It's just incredible the service you've been to the American people. I would tell my colleagues, I don't care if you wear a red shirt or a blue shirt, start thinking about wearing red, white, and blue and stop pointing fingers at each other. I know I'm going beyond what you've given me, Mr. Chairman, but if we don't stop what we're doing right now and look, let's fix the model instead of trying to figure out who it is that dropped the ball. And we can't do it because every 2 years we come up for election and we got to make sure that we can still get that one more vote than who we're running against as opposed to, let's fix this damn thing. Okay, Mr. Duro, thank you. Mr. Turner, thank you. Mr.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so every time I put out a video you can know about it. It'll come up in your feed. Hit that like button if you liked it, and be positive. Peace.